Welcome back to Luigi's Mansion 3. We're on floor 12.
Oh, is this
I
the
guess
one where you're on it for 5 seconds and then you leave?
Yeah, I think so. Because you have to go
Okay.
back down to floor 4 to get a random power-up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is it. I spent
Oh,
like
yeah.
a good 15 minutes scouring this place head to toe, and then they just make you leave.
It looks relatively normal compared to the other floors.
Yeah.
Har fiddly-dee.
Well, the idea I think is that it's like a pirate themed restaurant.
Yeah.
Like you get that feeling when you get to the second room as well, which I guess is somewhat normal.
And then you step past that room and suddenly you're actually on a beach.
In a hotel.
Man, they really went all out for this hotel. Oh, you can blow on it to get money. I actually did not know that. Oh, and you can get a ghost in there too. I didn't know that either.
I don't want to think of the maintenance nightmare that would result from having an actual, like, big ocean floor on the 12th floor of a hotel.
Yeah, the water pressure probably would crush the foundation. I would have to guess.
An indoor pool is reasonable, but this is, like, way beyond the scope of that.
Yeah.
Is there a hotel in the world somewhere that has a wave pool?
Probably.
Yeah.
On the 12th floor, though.
On the 12th floor.
On the
yeah,
12th floor, probably
specifically.
not.
Hotel wave pool. We have the internet. We can look this up. Or actually, you know what? An easier way to look it up is to highest wave pool in the world.
Well, that's kind of a vague.
I mean, it could just
'Cause
be a wave pool
there are a
from a
lot of-
mountain, you know?
Yeah. It also could be a wave pool in, like, a cannabis community or something.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever thought about how waves are like the ocean saying hi to us? Dude.
Man.
I
Okay.
heard it's like the moon doing it and all that.
If the moon wanted to wave, like, it should use its arms, man. Oh, so when I didn't know when I was at this point in the game that you could teleport back to the lab because I guess I just didn't pause the game an awful lot. So I actually walked all the way back downstairs.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. That's a me goof, not a game goof.
At the very least, it seems like Luigi has grown comfortable with the concept of teleporting. Because I remember him, like, always doing it unwillingly.
Hey, I
It's a
don't
dark
want
moon,
my
yeah.
matter re-scrambled.
I mean, it's kind of a scary idea, yes.
Being broken down into little blocks and all that.
Yeah. You ever seen Galaxy Quest?
Dude, that
Have you seen
movie is
Spaceballs?
great.
I'm done. No more teleporting. No more beaming. Just walks into the next room.
It's not going to walk.
Can we just
didn't know
appreciate
one
that
time
this
my ass
game
was so big.
actually did give us first-person shaky cam from the perspective
Whip
of a
Of
toad?
a toad.
And you can hear his footsteps squeak,
Man.
which
Resident Evil 8 looks great.
This is like...
Hotel Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Toad, that camera was worth $7,000.
The game was going fine until Chris showed up and shot Daisy in the face.
Oh,
Why?
oh fuck.
Hello, Luigi.
That looks like Wario's blood.
Yeah. Is that Waluigi? Yeah.
You were almost a Luigi sandwich.
That voice.
You know what
Luigi's-
slightly
Ooh, yeah.
irritates me is that when you teleport back to the lab, you can never actually just stay there and leave. You have to go back to where you teleported from.
Ooh, that was some fancy editing there, Ryan. Or you
I
get
try.
pop off right out at floor 12. It's pretty good.
This hotel's weird.
Okay, so...
It's our second run through for the second basement, which is kind of annoying.
I appreciate the idea I think that this is better than like the Polterkitty backtracking that they have you do.
Yeah, they're at least like letting you do something a little bit different in an area you've already explored, but it's still very clearly just padding.
So here's actually, I think this sort of area, this sort of backtracking type area, I think was them trying to make the game more like the original, and not really succeeding. Whereas they probably would have been better off just making a new floor to keep it more like itself.
Well, I mean,
Because
it's
like this.
backtracking in a sense, but there's also quite a few new rooms that we visit during this section, so it's not.
Yeah, so I'm not
Yeah.
complaining. I'm not complaining too much, but it's still very much. Oh, you need to get this thing to progress. Oh no, the thing got stolen. Go get it. It's like, okay, we know what you're doing, game.
I think that they probably would have been better off just making another floor, or doing something, or making you go to a floor out of order to do this, or whatever. Like you could still have the Toad got kidnapped sort of subplot going on or whatever.
But say he went exploring on the next one. He found a way to another floor he hadn't gone to yet
Yeah.
because he's so small or something.
Yeah, I just think that if you're making a game that's basically just this linear, feeling like you have to backtrack to an old floor doesn't feel like, ooh, I wonder what new stuff is in this area. It's like, oh god, I gotta go back here. It's just the mindset you have when you're playing a game linear like this. Whereas if the game was more open like the original Luigi's Mansion, you wouldn't really mind so much because it's like, oh, I haven't been there in a while. Well, I wonder what new is there, pretty much. So, like, again, it's not that big of a deal because it effectively does function as another floor gameplay-wise. There's only a couple of areas you do, like, truly go back to, because this is like the third room in the floor. It doesn't take that long to get back.
I think it's also a matter of thematic repetition.
Yeah.
Like, you're exploring a new area of that place you've already been to, but it's like thematically it's very similar. Like, it's a new room, but you're also still in the basement.
It also, I think, doesn't help that this is an area that we were in not that long ago. Like, it was like, what, maybe 3 or 4 floors ago that we went here?
Not too
Where-
long.
Whereas if you went back to, like, one of
The
the
fourth.
second or third area that you were in, it wouldn't feel quite like that. Like if this was another area in the mall or whatever.
Who sleeps down here?
The Cletus the slack-jawed yokel. Remember the ghost we got earlier?
I completely forgot.
The fishes sleep down here.
Ah.
Get it? Because they're dead, so they sleep with the fish. No? Okay, I'll stop.
You're not going to.
This probably is that ghost's bedroom.
Oh yeah, there's like a little picture of him on the left.
Hi, Toad.
There's also a box of donuts.
Jelly-filled?
Oh, I don't know. The box is closed.
Ow!
They seem very happy
stop.
to
You
get.
you don't feel pain, Toad.
They are remarkably okay with getting shot into the wall.
I mean, on their side job, they're Peach's bodyguard for Smash, so...
Yeah, I mean,
not-
but they
let's
look
go
very
bodyguard and a more neat shield.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
this
I said,
is.
bodyguard.
I mean, in Ultimate, they kind of actually look like they're doing that. In all the other games, they look terrified whenever she pulls one out. So. I think they also just really wanted to bring back some of the Toad puzzles that they had you do in Dark Moon, because there was always one
Yeah.
of those in every world was a little puzzle area you had to do
Yes.
with the Toad.
It's kind of annoying.
This is Toad is like one of Luigi, why'd you stop? Luigi, are you okay? Do you need a sandwich?
No.
I could go for a sandwich. I haven't had lunch yet.
We got the part.
And
Now
now,
we could just go, but nope. Gotta get more completion stuff.
No, I don't think you can just. There's money right there, Ryan. There was money you could have gotten. Okay.
Whatever.
But I think the game doesn't let you just walk out, if I remember correctly. Like, I think something happens that keeps you from being able to just go back the easy way.
Yep. I think the ghosts bust up a lot of pipes and fill the room over there with steam that you can't pass by.
Oh, okay. And then you just end up having to go this way anyway, I think?
Yeah, you have to loop
Yeah.
around to an area underneath all the steam.
So I guess we're just not going to see that cutscene then.
Because I know where to go then.
Okay.
Oops. Well, it is what it is.
Oh, but you get that money. Okay.
Stop being picky.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Speedy Ghost.
Were these guys in Dark Moon?
Yeah.
Okay.
They kind of changed them from the blue kind of Heidi Speedy Spears from the first game, which would drop a colored gem.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
yeah, those assholes.
I guess making them gold does make it more obvious what they
What their purpose
are.
is.
Yeah. Good job. Although I don't get why when you capture the ghost, you don't just keep the money in the vacuum cleaner where you put the rest of your money.
Has to spit itself out or something, I guess.
Oh no, I get why, because it's more satisfying to just pick... Wait, you can play music in here?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Got a disco light and everything.
Disco variation of the theme.
Is that the same version they play in the disco floor later?
No.
Okay.
There was probably
Roughly the same, but not quite.
There was probably like a leftover track that they didn't use, and they decided, hey, let's use it for a secret in another room somewhere.
You guys like disco?
I mean,
Disco
Yeah.
died in 79.
no, disco was still around in the mid-'80s. Early 80s, at least.
Well, I guess, when did Saturday Night Fever come out?
I think that was 80.
Saturday Night Fever was no, I think that was late 70s.
1977.
What the? Yeah, there we go. There was the sequel. I think was in the 80s.
They made a sequel?
I don't think I.
No one talks about it.
I don't think I.
No one
found
talks
this
about it
one.
because it's not good.
Yeah, but I mean, I actually quite like disco. Like, I find it quite enjoyable to listen to.
That's probably
And-
the most non-disco way I've ever heard disco referred to in my life.
I mean, yeah, because I'm a white guy.
I mean, it's like you're talking about disco, but the words you're using to describe it are the words someone would describe ballroom dancing with. So
I know, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But there, yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna rephrase that. I was going to say I don't know where all the anti-disco sentiment came from, but I actually do know where all the anti-disco sentiment came from. It's because it was a predominantly gay and black genre. Oops. Oops,
And
all
then
racism.
I can't remember if it was the White Sox or the Indians had the disco night riot thing that caused them to forfeit a game.
I think it might have been the Indians, because my dad grew up in western Pennsylvania, and they were extremely anti-disco there. Like,
I remember it was just one of those teams that had you got like free admission if you brought a disco record to burn at some point during the game,
what the
and
fuck?
it caused like a whole bunch of problems.
Yeah, because you're
It's one of
burning
those things
vinyl.
that it's one of those things that you just like you look back and it's like why was disco like sort of like scolded like after the 70s? It's like, oh, these people were racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like those people who were like there's a similar sort of like anti-hip hop and rap kind of element as well, but I feel like those genres did a better job of crossing over, so
it's
there
because
wasn't really as
digital
much of that
distribution
sentiment.
makes it harder to kill genres these days.
Yeah, but that was I'm still mean like in the 90s too.
that was
also
still
the
late
case.
80s, early 90s.
Yeah, like when I guess When would hip hop really first be called hip hop? Would be like late 80s, early 90s, right?
Mid to late
Mid-eighties.
80s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ladies.
Because music history is not something that is in my area.
It's more so
expertise.
there's no defined dates for genre sort of things. They just kind of happen.
Except for grunge rock.
Disco was also
Grunge rock has a very specific start date.
Disco
and
was
that's-
also heavily reliant on physical locations for clubs and stuff.
Yeah, it was mostly just dance music. A lot of it didn't really cross over to like chart success in a lot of ways, which I guess maybe made it easier for some people to not like as well.
I mean, sure, that's
Yeah,
also
to an
part of it.
To an extent.
Yeah.
I mean, it did explode in the 70s for a reason. It's not just because it was in dance studios. It's because the music itself was just really fun to dance to.
Yeah. Because as we all know, the Macarena led to a huge...
You want to talk about something that came and went in a single year.
I remember doing the Macarena in my elementary school gym after...
I mean, that was what, 95, was it, John?
That was, yeah, it was
I
95.
was gonna say, you were probably too young for that, Ted. It was
Yeah,
sort of
I
like the
know,
year it
but
came out.
Somewhere
that
along
just
the
goes to show
way-
how out of touch my...
Yeah, you were
my-
dancing to it ironically.
Yeah, somewhere along the way, the Macarena got branded as that thing that your mom does to seem like she's hip with the kids.
Yeah, because
Which note for you kids out there, parents do specifically because you've grown at it.
I mean, if/when I ever have children, I absolutely will do embarrassing things just to make them groan at it because it's fun.
Yeah, but now it's not Macarena anymore. Now you just do Fortnite dances.
Yeah.
Adults
I mean-
exist to ruin the things kids like.
Yeah.
This is true.
And if more
that's-
adults want to ruin Fortnite, I'm not.
If,
I'm not-
if kids are going to make
I'm not
adults
against
spend
it.
all their time racing them, they're going to have fun ruining the things their kids like. You okay there, Toad?
Toad, you all right? Toad?
Oh,
The amazing.
I like how
Okay.
the game I like how the game has an anti. Okay, so Toad screwed up. Pop him back into existence.
It looks like
Sure.
Toad was having a little bit of an issue there.
The amazing teleporting toadstool.
Hi, I'm Toad. You might be wondering how I got myself into this situation.
Well, it all started with a rogue Luigi.
At least now we know how the hell Captain Toad gets down from all those gets down or up from those weird improbable locations he finds himself in Odyssey.
Or in his own game, where he walks around these weird cube-shaped locations, gets the star, and then you have to wonder, wait, how does he leave?
also Luigi just couldn't turn the valve himself. Had to use the vacuum.
I mean,
But he's strong
got it,
enough
might
to
as well
open
use
the
it.
heavy
To be
5,000
fair, okay,
pound door.
That thing is probably rusty to hell. I wouldn't want to touch that with my hands either.
He's wearing
He's wearing
gloves.
Well, yeah, but still.
Okay.
I guess so. We'll see what more shenanigans Luigi and Toad get into in the next part of Luigi's Mansion.